but I went to see him one time at the Garden at Boston Gardens when it was still the Boston Gardens, and he sent word out to come back to the locker room after the game, and so I.
Don Johnson, the iconic star of Miami Vice and countless other legendary projects, has long been admired for his charisma, charm, and undeniable talent. Fans grew up watching him dominate television screens, portraying cool, confident characters who seemed timeless. But recently, the world was stunned by news of Don Johnson's latest surgery, a procedure that has left him looking dramatically different and raising questions about what really happened. At 76, Don Johnson has experienced the natural challenges of aging, but this latest transformation has caught even longtime fans off guard. Social media and news outlets are buzzing with photos and reports showing a man who looks almost unrecognizable compared to the smooth, confident image from his prime. While many celebrities undergo cosmetic procedures to maintain their appearance, few transformations spark as much shock and curiosity as this one. The surgery appears to have had a profound effect on his facial features, and speculation has grown about why Don chose this path. Is it purely cosmetic? Was it medically necessary? Or is there a deeper story behind this transformation that fans are only now learning? Those close to him suggest that the change is tied not only to personal desires, but also to a combination of health considerations, industry pressures, and the natural process of aging. A complex mix that many fans rarely consider when admiring stars from the past. What happened to Don Johnson is more than just a physical transformation. It is a story about aging in the spotlight, the pressure to maintain an iconic image, and the deeply human desire to feel confident and vibrant even as years pass. Fans may feel shocked, emotional, or even saddened. But the truth behind the surgery reveals a man navigating the realities of life, health, and personal identity. A story that goes far beyond appearances. Don Johnson's journey to stardom began far from the glamorous lights of Hollywood. Born in Flat Creek, Missouri in 1949, Johnson grew up in a modest environment that instilled in him a strong work ethic and determination. From an early age, he was drawn to performing, whether on stage in local productions or exploring creative outlets in school. His charisma and natural talent set him apart, even in those early formative years, hinting at the star he would one day become. After moving to New York City to pursue acting, Johnson's early career included small roles in television and film, which allowed him to gain valuable experience and exposure. Though he was talented, the journey was not easy. Casting calls, auditions, and the harsh realities of the entertainment industry presented constant challenges. Johnson's resilience and perseverance, however, never wavered. He was determined to break through, and it was his combination of charm, confidence, and raw talent that eventually caught the attention of key figures in Hollywood. The turning point in Johnson's career came with his casting as James "Sonny" Crockett in the groundbreaking television series Miami Vice. Premiering in 1984, the show became an instant phenomenon. Johnson's portrayal of Crockett, a suave, stylish, and emotionally complex detective, captivated audiences worldwide. He brought depth and intensity to the role, balancing toughness with vulnerability, and quickly became the face of the series. The fashion, music, and cinematic style of Miami Vice influenced pop culture for decades, and Johnson's performance was central to its enduring legacy. During the height of the show's popularity, Johnson became more than a television star. He became a cultural icon. His fashion choices, signature hairstyle, and intense on-screen presence were emulated by fans everywhere. Music also became a key part of his career during this time, with Johnson achieving success as a recording artist and performing chart-topping hits. His multifaceted talent, blending acting and music, made him one of the most versatile entertainers of his era. Yet, the pressures of fame were immense. Johnson's life became highly public, and every decision, from personal relationships to career choices, was scrutinized by the media. Behind the confident smile and magnetic screen presence, he faced the stress and challenges that often accompany stardom. Maintaining health, managing public perception, and navigating the evolving entertainment industry required focus, determination, and resilience. Johnson had to balance his personal desires with professional demands, a challenge that would continue throughout his career. By the 1990s and beyond, Don Johnson had solidified his place as a Hollywood legend. He was no longer just a television star, but a symbol of an era, a man whose talent, charisma, and style left an indelible mark on popular culture. Yet as fans admired his success, few considered the toll that decades in the spotlight could take, physically, emotionally, and personally. The story of Don Johnson is one of incredible achievement, undeniable talent, and the complexities of sustaining a legendary career over many years. While Don Johnson's career brought him worldwide fame and admiration, life behind the cameras was often far more complicated. The suave, confident characters he portrayed on screen masked the challenges and pressures he faced off-screen, from maintaining a public image to managing personal struggles and health concerns. For a man whose identity was closely tied to his roles, navigating the realities of aging in Hollywood presented unique challenges. One major source of pressure was the constant public scrutiny. Every move, every appearance, and every change in his life seemed to attract attention. Fans and media alike analyzed his looks, style, and even his personal choices. This scrutiny intensified as Johnson aged, particularly because the entertainment industry often prioritizes youth and marketability. The desire to remain vibrant and relevant added layers of stress, influencing decisions about lifestyle, fitness, and eventually, medical interventions such as surgery. Health and physical maintenance became increasingly important. Johnson had always taken care of himself, but decades of acting, long filming schedules, and the natural aging process inevitably took a toll. Maintaining the sharp, polished image that fans expected required discipline, careful attention to diet and exercise, and at times, cosmetic procedures. While these efforts helped him stay in the spotlight, they also underscored the tension between public expectation and personal reality. Aging gracefully in Hollywood is rarely simple, even for someone as iconic as Don Johnson. In addition to physical pressures, Johnson faced emotional challenges. Fame brought not only admiration, but also isolation. Close relationships, both personal and professional, could be strained by his high-profile life. The intensity of the entertainment industry, combined with the relentless attention of fans and media, created an environment where privacy was difficult to maintain. Balancing career demands with personal life became an ongoing challenge, requiring careful navigation and emotional resilience. Career pressures also played a significant role in his journey. While Johnson had achieved legendary status with Miami Vice, he continued to seek meaningful work that matched his talents and experience. Choosing roles that resonated with audiences while staying true to his artistic vision required judgment and risk, especially as he aged and the opportunities available to him evolved. Each decision carried weight, and the desire to maintain relevance without compromising integrity added to the stress he experienced. The culmination of these pressures, physical, emotional, and professional, ultimately led to the recent surgery that has shocked fans worldwide. While details are private, sources suggest it was a combination of aesthetic goals and health considerations. Johnson's transformation is a reflection of the realities of aging in Hollywood, where even the most celebrated stars must make difficult choices to maintain their confidence. Health and public image. Don Johnson's story at this stage of his life is deeply human. It highlights the balance between fame and personal well-being, the sacrifices required to remain relevant in an ever-changing industry, and the resilience needed to face both public and private challenges. Fans may be surprised or emotional when they see his transformation, but it serves as a reminder that behind every iconic celebrity is a person navigating the complexities of life, health, and aging. The recent news of Don Johnson's surgery sent shockwaves through social media, entertainment news outlets, and his global fan base. Photos released after the procedure left many stunned, showing a transformation that made the legendary actor appear strikingly different from the man fans remembered from Miami Vice. While cosmetic procedures among celebrities are common, few transformations have sparked as much widespread discussion and emotional response as this one. Insiders close to Johnson have revealed that the surgery was carefully planned, combining both aesthetic and medical considerations. Years of maintaining a high-profile career in Hollywood had taken their toll, and the procedure was partly intended to address the natural effects of aging while preserving his iconic look. However, the extent of the transformation exceeded many expectations, leading to speculation and curiosity across the internet. Fans and media outlets debated the reasons behind it, ranging from purely cosmetic motives to potential health-related concerns. The public reaction was immediate and intense. Social media exploded with comments expressing surprise, concern, and in some cases disbelief. Longtime fans who grew up watching Johnson in his prime felt a mix of shock and sadness, struggling to reconcile the youthful image they had cherished with the new appearance. Yet, amid the initial shock, many also expressed empathy and understanding, recognizing that aging is a universal challenge and that Johnson's decision reflects personal choice, health, and self-confidence. Experts in cosmetic procedures and Hollywood insiders emphasize that transformations like Johnson's are often complex. Factors such as aging skin, lifestyle, past stress, and career demands all play a role in how stars choose to maintain their appearance. For Johnson, whose career has always been tied closely to his charisma and visual presence, the surgery was a way to align his physical self with the energy and vitality he wishes to project. It is a reminder that even seasoned stars face tough decisions about their image and identity as they age in a highly scrutinized industry. The emotional impact on Johnson himself cannot be underestimated. While he has always projected confidence and charm, undergoing a significant transformation carries its own psychological weight. Adjusting to a new appearance, managing public reaction, and navigating personal feelings about aging requires courage and self-reflection. Those close to him describe him as both resilient and thoughtful, approaching this change with intention while acknowledging the challenges it brings. This event also sparked conversations about the pressures faced by actors who have spent decades in the spotlight. Fans often forget that iconic figures like Don Johnson are not immune to the effects of time, stress, or public expectation. The surgery is not just a physical adjustment, but a reflection of the human desire to maintain dignity, confidence, and self-expression, even in the face of aging and scrutiny. Ultimately, Don Johnson's surgery and the reaction it provoked highlight the realities of life as a Hollywood legend. It shows that even those who seem larger than life are navigating personal challenges, societal expectations, and the complexities of self-image. For fans, it is a moment of reflection, blending surprise with empathy, as they witness a beloved actor confronting the universal journey of aging in the public eye. Following the surgery, Don Johnson has been quietly navigating life with a mix of introspection, resilience, and determination. For a man whose career has spanned decades and who has been admired for his charm and screen presence, adapting to such a visible transformation requires more than just physical recovery. It demands emotional strength and self-acceptance. Johnson's journey reflects not only the challenges of aging in Hollywood, but also the universal human desire to feel confident and comfortable in one's own skin. Friends and family close to Johnson report that he is embracing the change with a thoughtful approach. He has remained focused on maintaining his health, balancing the demands of recovery with the ongoing pressures of a public career. Despite the intense attention surrounding his transformation, he has prioritized personal well-being, demonstrating a maturity that comes from decades of experience in both the entertainment industry and life itself. His approach sends a clear message. Self-care and emotional resilience are just as important as public image, especially for someone in the spotlight. Professionally, Johnson continues to remain active, though he is more selective in his projects. This phase of his life reflects a balance between legacy and practicality, allowing him to contribute to meaningful work while respecting his personal boundaries. Fans can take comfort in knowing that, despite the shock of his recent surgery, Johnson's talent, dedication, and iconic presence remain intact. He continues to inspire not only through his past achievements, but also through his commitment to embracing change and facing life's challenges head-on. The emotional side of this journey is equally significant. Johnson has spent much of his life in front of cameras, embodying confidence, charisma, and a sense of invincibility. Yet behind the scenes, he is a human being facing the realities of aging, self-image, and personal transformation. His story resonates because it reminds audiences that even legends confront moments of vulnerability, self-reflection, and the need for adaptation. By navigating this period with honesty and resilience, Johnson models a graceful approach to change that transcends Hollywood. Moreover, his recent transformation has sparked a broader conversation about the pressures of fame and the ways public figures cope with aging. Fans, journalists, and industry experts alike have debated the implications, sharing admiration for his courage while acknowledging the societal pressures that make such choices so visible. In doing so, Don Johnson's experience becomes not just a personal journey, but a lesson for audiences worldwide about the complexities of self-perception, identity, and growth over time. Ultimately, Don Johnson's story today is about perseverance, adaptation, and the enduring strength of character. The surgery, while dramatic, is a small chapter in a life defined by creativity, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Fans who have followed him from his early roles to the iconic status he enjoys today can see that his spirit remains unchanged. He continues to navigate life with courage, self-awareness, and a dedication to maintaining both his legacy and his personal well-being. As the world watches and reacts, Don Johnson stands as a reminder that aging, transformation, and adaptation are universal experiences. His journey at 76 illustrates that true legacy is not measured solely by fame or appearance, but by the ability to face change with grace, to protect personal well-being, and to continue contributing to one's craft. For fans and admirers, this is a poignant reminder of the human side of celebrity, that even icons must confront the realities of life, navigate challenges, and emerge with resilience and dignity intact.